Welcome back to TechnoSurgeon YouTube channel. So we have someone who is able to overclock AMD Ryzen 9 7900 iGPU and pushing performance up to 42%. As we know, it comes with two GPU cores which is set to 2.2 GHz, but he was able to push it way higher. As we know, like the GPU voltage is set to be 0.997 watts for the stock GPU, and the iGPU consumes about 38.5 watts of power, but when you push it to 1.39, 1.4 watts to be exact, you can get the GPU frequency to 3.1 GHz, which is 900 megahertz higher. Along with it, the total SoC consumes almost 65 watts, which is way higher, but at the same time, you get one hell of a performance uplift from overclocking the IGPU, and it just shows how powerful this IGPUs can become in the future. Because IGPU right now it's only 2 cores, but imagine if it had like 8 cores or something like that, then it would be insanity to see. Because the benchmark which the user shared, it's insane in 7000 series, and do note it's come from IGPU and not from like the discrete GPU. So yeah, it's pretty intense. And overclocking an iGPU, like you are overclocking entire SoCs to get that iGPU overclock. So yeah, you do need to make that in mind, like you have efficient cooling to it. But yeah, it just shows to you how well you can overclock this 7000 series GPUs. So let's just see what the benchmark shows. And he started it with 90%, but we can take it as 100% to be exact. 100% to how much performance uplift it is. In Geekbench 5, you get 36% to be exact. Vulkan, almost 35%. Full mark at 1080p and fluid mark, we get like almost 35 to 40% increase. AI benchmark, 30% increase. In ray tracing, you get 100%. It's just because without overclocking, you can't put ray tracing in basic. Superposition, you get 35% increase. In Tomb Raider, you get like 41% increase to be exact, but you just get 17 FPS at 1080p. CSGO FPS benchmark, it's 79.68 from 57 frames, which is insane. You can play it on iGPU itself. Final Fantasy 15 at 15 frames. But do note, if you turn down the graphics, you can play it at 720p or 480p if you want to on iGPUs, but it just shows how powerful these iGPUs have becoming. Moving on, the newest GPUs are cheaper in February. It comes from my factory from Germany. So yeah, let's just see what it is. But in China also we saw decrease, 9% increase in sales and 42% decrease overall over in year of the shipments. But yeah, let's just go into graphics card pricing in February. When compared to January, there was a drop in AMD 1700 XTX by almost Feb versus Jan is minus 14%, though it is 6% above MSRP. 1700 XT 8% lower and 6.9% below MSRP. 6950 XT 0.3% higher but 19.7% below MSRP, and the trend continues with a total of 5.6% compared to Jan lower and 8.1% below MSRP in most of AMD GPU. While in NVIDIA's case, it's a bit reversed, that the pricing has went up for 4090, 48, 4090, 4070 Ti and stuff, while when compared to January, February's pricing has gone down, but regarding MSRP, it just gone up by 0.3%. But it just shows what is to be coming regarding the pricing. Like the pricing is falling, which is nice thing to see. And Intel confirms Battlemage's second generation arc discrete GPUs, and it will feature new technologies and architecture fixes. And bulk of team is working on it at this point, which is a nice thing to see. Like arc was nice, but Battlemage is going to be insane from this thing because it comes from the Peterson, who is in charge of discrete GPUs, and it is not going to disclose any new dates of specs for Battlemage, but he can only say like both the architecture and software side are working on it, and the progress is accelerating and moving quite quickly. And there are new technologies and second generation graphics card in their second generation graphics card, and it is moving along as expected, and bulk of team is on it. So yeah, both of the teams are working on this second generation battle match, which is a nice thing to see. And overall, they have emphasis on DirectX 12 scaling, battle ray tracing capabilities, and even AI. And they said like they are not going to use it like AI frame generation, technology which they say is unwanted and for AI to do that kind of a work, which is the same thing we are expecting from AMD. Like AMD has also shared the same comments regarding AI, which NVIDIA is implementing to generate frame generation, but they are not thinking of it. And the thing is, like they expected the Battlemage to be much better than its counterpart because it's based on new technology and stuff, new architecture style. Um, and the thing they had not done with their first generation of GPUs. So yeah, pretty nice, and they will feature DirectX 12 ray tracing and AI also, but for gaming, which is a nice thing to see. Moving on, we have news regarding RTX 4090, and I made a video where RTX 4090 clearly with 6800 6000 RTX 6000 ADA levels, but why it is because NVIDIA spokesperson has said like apologies for the delay for the feedback from engineering, and is that peer-to-peer is not supported on 4090, and peer-to-peer is a thing where two GPUs communicate with each other, which is not supported on RTX 40 series, but it was supported on GTX 10 series Pascal, 20 series Turing, but they removed it from 30 series and they are moving on with 40 series also, so it is technically dead. And if you want like that kind of performance uplift from peer-to-peer GPU connections, you need to go with RTX 6000 series. So yeah, they're just doing it for money as of now. But yeah, peer-to-peer is not supported on 40 series, and you can get performance uplift by using 2 or 3 GPUs in the same thing, or else RTX 4090 would be insanely powerful. And last up for today, AMD is planning for a new kind of a solution for GPUs and DRAM in the future. As we can see, they are planning to use DRAM on a single chiplet. Like right now, cores and DRAM is separated by a cache. Like DRAM and compute die are separated by a silicon interposer, which provides latency and stuff. But in the future, they are trying to stack the compute die, like the cores on top of memory dies. So basically, you are getting memory like DRAM and compute and cores in the single die, which decreases power efficiency, like which will increase power efficiency and and higher performance while lowering the energy requirement, and at the same time you are getting much higher yield rate and pretty fast switch CPUs. So yeah, pretty nice from AMD, and they are saying processing in memory. So yeah, pretty nice thing. Let's just hope it takes part maybe in Ryzen 9000, 10,000 or 8000. We still don't know, but it's a long way to come. So that's it from me today. What do you think about all of the news? Sound of your thoughts in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe, and I will meet you in the next one. Peace out.